welcome to this video. So this video is going to be about what your Jupiter return is bringing for you if you are in your Jupiter return right now. So the reason I decided to make this video is because Jupiter is in Pisces right now, and this for me is my Jupiter return. So I was very excited about this, and I got kind of curious about what this Jupiter return could possibly bring for me. And I kind of planned to do a reading for myself. And while I was thinking about that, I thought, why don't I make a video and do pick a card for everybody, whoever finds this reading. And whenever you find this reading, if you are in your Jupiter return, then this is for you. So I'm recording this in May 2021, but whenever you find this, if you are in your Jupiter return, then this reading is for you. All right, so we have pile 1 here, pile 2 here, and pile 3 here. This is from the Game of Thrones Tarot, this is from the Kawaii Tarot, and this is the Osho Zen deck. All right, so go ahead and close your eyes and take a few deep breaths in and out. And when you open your eyes, whichever pile draws your attention, that is most likely your pile. And if you feel like you're being called towards more than one pile, that means that there is some kind of message for you in every pile or both the piles that are calling you. All right, so I'm gonna go into pile 1 now. If you feel like you need more time to pick your pile, feel free to pause this video and look at it for a little longer and take all the time you need to pick your pile. All right, so I'm gonna start with the Game of Thrones deck. The Game of Thrones cards. So I have 3 cards here, but if we need more elaboration, I'm gonna pull out some more cards from some other different decks. All right, so we have the King of Cups, the 2 of Coins, and the 7 of Swords. I hope there isn't a whole lot of glare. I am using a light source. I am recording at night. All right, so these cards are a little bit shiny actually. All right. So pile 1, for you, I feel like in this Jupiter return, you are going to experience a lot of mastery over your emotions. So if you are listening to this in May 2021, and when Jupiter is entering Pisces, and if this is your Jupiter return, then this makes a whole lot of sense for you, because Pisces is a sign that has to do with emotions and all things unseen that affect our life, like the spiritual aspects of our life and our spiritual progress and stuff like that. So if this is the time that you're listening to it, if you're listening to it right when it comes out, I feel like this is telling you that during this Jupiter return in your life, you are going to experience a lot of mastery over your emotional life, a lot of mastery over your mind, and you are going to find yourself in control of your emotions, and you are not going to be very easily swayed by any external circumstances that make you feel like things are going out of your control, or that make things seem like they're going downhill. You are going to stand firm in your position, and you are going to hold yourself very well, and you're going to hold yourself very gracefully. I'm seeing that you are becoming a much more graceful and much more elegant and much more a much stronger version of yourself. Okay, so with the 2 of Coins here, I feel like some of you in this Jupiter return, whoever is listening to it, if this resonates with you, if you are struggling with finances a little bit, if you are struggling with maintaining a budget, if you are struggling with doing all the things that you want to do with the amount of money that you have, I feel like during this Jupiter return, you are going to feel like you have a much better control, a much better hold on your finances. And you are going to come out a lot more financially stable by the end of this Jupiter return in your life. And with the Seven of Swords here, I feel like those of you who are experiencing kind of an emotional leveling up, a creative leveling up, a spiritual leveling up, I feel like a lot of you are going to come up with a lot of creative ideas to do things. I feel like some of you could be content creators. Maybe you make music, maybe you are a photographer, maybe you are a digital artist. So I feel like whoever you are, if you are doing something that is kind of artistic or something, even if it is different from what you usually do, I feel like you are coming into a phase in your life where you are developing a lot of new creative ideas. And I feel like those ideas are very valuable, and I feel like those ideas have a lot of worth, and they're going to be very fruitful. They're going to prove to be very fruitful for you down the line. So I feel like you are being told to protect your ideas, to protect your intellectual property, to protect your creative property with a little more care. So I kind of want to get some more clarification on this card. So I feel like I want to pull another card maybe for this one specifically, for this card. Let's see what we get for you. I'm using this deck. This is the Literary Witches deck. I think the art on this deck is like absolutely amazing. I do have a video of this deck on my channel. If you're interested in looking at all the cards here, you could go check that video out. And as I speak about this deck, I feel like the way that I got pulled towards mentioning about the art in this deck, I feel like some of you might be artists actually. Okay, so we are getting this card over here, history. So I feel like you may be someone who has previously worked with a person who you trust a lot, someone you would feel very comfortable bringing on board on your projects, someone that you have history with, someone you trust. But I feel like whatever this project is that you are cooking up, whatever this thing is, that this idea that you're conceiving right now, I feel like you need to be a little more careful about who you share that with right now. And for a while, you might want to keep it to yourself until this idea is a little more developed. So if there is someone that you want to work on this project with specifically, just make sure that you are covering all your bases. And just make sure that your personal rights on this creative idea is protected and restored. Okay, so with this snake here on this card, I kind of feel like this person that you have trusted for a very long time and you have worked with for a very long time might see an opportunity to kind of profit from your idea. And maybe someone is out there who might not want to give you due credit for your work and for your idea. So if that is the case, that is something I feel like you are being warned about. Okay, pile one. So I feel like I now want to pull out some more cards from this deck. Let's see what we have here. Okay. So we have a few cards here. We have 3 of them. We have the Birch Rod or the Whip card from this Lenormand deck. And this usually talks about disagreements and arguments. So I feel like you need to kind of be aware of a partner that you are working with or someone that you might work with in the future. And you might get into some kind of an argument with this person over them trying to like take control of your work. And that is what I kind of got from this part of the reading. And the next card that we have is the Fishes. So the Fishes talk about business and finances and prosperity. So with this card here, I feel like whatever this idea is that you're conceiving during your Jupiter return, you are going to make a lot of profit from it. but the only thing that you kind of need to like take care of is that you protect yourself from people that you're working with, and just make sure that the people that you're working with are actually trustworthy, and make sure that they have strong morals and principles. Even if you have like known them for a long time, I feel like it is possible that you might get into an argument with these people, and if you do, they might want to kind of break away from you in this project and might want to like benefit from it and not give you the credit, and not give you the credit that is due. All right, so with the key card here, I feel like during this Jupiter return, whatever creative ideas, whatever suggestions that seem to just like come to you like inspiration, I feel like you should definitely take note of them and work on them. I feel like during this Jupiter return, you will have a lot of inspiration come to you that might be the key to your success in your creative career. All right, pile one, so thank you for listening. If anything resonated from this reading, leave me a comment and let me know what you took away from this reading. And thank you very much for coming to this video, and bye-bye. Okay, group 2. So if you picked the cards from the Kawaii Tarot deck, then this is for you. So let's look at the cards that you have. All right. So you have the Page of Swords here, you have the Strength here, and you also have the Nine of Wands here. So group 2, I feel like in your Jupiter return, you might come upon some kind of an idea, but I also feel like this might initially feel a little bit difficult for you to carry out, a little bit difficult for you to bring into reality, for you to bring into creation. So the advice that is coming for you is that you need to hold your strength through this process, and even if the process seems a little bit difficult, just hold on to whatever opportunities, whatever resources you have, and work with what you have instead of complaining about what you don't have. So while I kind of got a similar a similar reading for pile 1 as well, about coming onto some kind of new inspiration, but the message for you is kind of different. For you, the message is kind of about holding strong through this process. But with the Nine of Wands here, I feel like you might be trying so hard to make this thing work that you might burn out and you might feel exhausted. So the advice for you to make the best of your Jupiter return is to be gentle, to approach whatever your new idea is, to make your idea into a reality, to bring your idea to fruition. Just approach it a little more gently and use whatever resources you have, use whatever help you can get, and delegate work if you have the help around you. If you have people to share your work with, if you have people to share your workload with, do that, and don't take the burden entirely on yourself. You are kind of being warned against burnout, because if you do overwork yourself and if you like do feel burnt out, then you might lose this initial passion, this initial excitement that you felt when you conceived this idea first. So if you are carrying out some kind of a project, if you are venturing into something new, if you have conceived some kind of a new idea, the suggestion for you is to be strong through the process, but to do it gently. Do not push so hard that you end up exhausted and tired and kind of lose motivation and lose interest in whatever this new idea was. All right, so let's pull another card for you from this deck. All right, this is the Literary Witches deck. So while for the first pile, I kind of got this inspiration, I kind of got this message that this new venture, this new thing that they were doing was more artistic in nature. But for your group, I feel like this could be an intellectual thing. It's not necessary that you are someone in an artistic line of work. I feel like this inspiration that you have is not necessarily very artistic in nature. For them, I felt like maybe they were a performer, maybe they created art, maybe they were a painter or a photographer or something like that. But for you, I feel like you could be in a more academic type of work or a more technical work. So I feel like I feel like your work could have to do with tech. So whatever this thing is, whatever your line of work is, whatever your inspiration is related to, I feel like this is more technical in nature. All right. Okay, so we have a card for you. Snail. All right. So with the snail card, I feel like you are being asked to not push through super hard and kind of give this project, give this idea that you have some breathing space and some time to cook in your mind and some time to develop in your mind before you start pushing super hard to bring it into fruition. So take your time and go slow and don't exhaust yourself and don't burn yourself out. So I feel like these two cards go very well. This card is kind of warning you against exhaustion, and then this card is telling you to take it slow and kind of get comfortable. I feel whatever this project is that you are working on, it might take some time for this to come to completion. So just get comfortable and hang in there. All right, so let's pull another card for you. Okay, so two cards fell out. Okay, so we have a card for you. All right, so we have conclusions are within reach. So I feel like whatever this new inspiration is that is coming to you during your Jupiter return, I feel like you have been waiting for something new for a while. I feel like you have been searching for some kind of a new idea, some kind of a new inspiration for a while. And I feel like whatever it is that you are looking for is coming soon. I'm also hearing that if you are someone who has been working alone for a while, I feel like you are also going to find some help. I feel like you're also going to find a group of people to assist you. So if you are someone who is looking for a team to work with, your team is coming in soon. The people who are going to help you are assembling soon. All right, so group 2, if your reading resonated, leave a comment and let me know what you took away from this reading. And thank you very much for listening, and good luck for your Jupiter return. All right, bye-bye. Hello group 3, so if you picked the Osho Zen Tarot deck cards, then this is your reading. All right, let's look at what cards we have for you. All right, okay, so this reading is entirely about gaining control over your mind. So I feel like during your Jupiter return, you will get in touch with your intuition a lot more. So if you are listening to this in 2021 May, when Jupiter is entering Pisces, then I feel like this would resonate with you very strongly, because the Pisces sign does have to do with our emotions and our spiritual life. So I feel like if you are listening to this in May 2021, and that is when you are experiencing your Jupiter return, then I feel like this reading is definitely for you. So you are being told that during your Jupiter return, you are going to get in touch much more strongly with your intuition. And I feel like until now, until entering this Jupiter return, you had kind of been struggling with a lot of mental noise. And I feel like your mind was running your life instead of you running your mind. I feel like you were kind of exhausted and kind of super tired from all the fears that you have and all the overthinking that you have been doing. So if that is you, then I feel like you are going to experience a huge wave of relief, and you are going to connect very strongly with your intuition, and you are going to feel a lot calmer. And I'm also hearing that you are going to enter a state of feeling a lot more secure effortlessly. So if you are someone who had been looking for reassurance and comfort from external sources all this time, I feel like in this Jupiter return, you are going to develop a much stronger independence, and you are going to be independent from your circumstances and what plays out in your external reality. And I feel like you're going to draw your peace and comfort and security from your intuition and from your internal knowing. All right, so I feel like by the end of this Jupiter return, you are going to feel a lot more free, a lot more comfortable, and you are going to realize that the kind of freedom and peace and reassurance and security that you had been looking for from an external source, all of that was already available to you, and you just hadn't opened your mind up to it. So I feel like that is what is coming true for you, pile 3. Let's pull some more cards and see what we get for you. So I'm using this Moonology deck here. Okay, pile 3, so we have 2 cards for you. A time for healing, and nothing is yet set in stone. So I don't think this card could get more accurate for your reading. So I feel like you are kind of healing your mind from overthinking and worrying too much and anxiety during your Jupiter return. And I also feel like with this card here, nothing is yet set in stone. I feel like in the past you had kind of been worrying about some decisions, some choices that you had made that you later realized that you no longer align with, and you later realize that that is not something you want to do anymore, and you were kind of afraid about what path these decisions would take you down. And you are being told that nothing is yet set in stone, and whatever things these are that you are worried about, they're not going to have a hold on you for a very long time, and you are going to overcome them very soon. And you still have the power, you still have the ability to change your mind and change the direction in which you set momentum. And so all you have to do is change the direction of your thoughts, change the direction in which you invest your energy, and you can change whatever the situation is that you feel kind of overwhelmed by. Okay, so group 3, let's pull last 1 card for you. Let's see how many cards pop out for you. Okay, so we have 1 card here, and this is the key again. Okay, so with the key card here, I feel like once you come to this understanding that your freedom is within your reach, and the only thing stopping you is your mind from claiming it. So I feel like you are someone who has allowed your circumstances to take over your peace of mind. And once you realize that, and once you take that power back into your own hands, and once you start believing your intuition more than you believe the external reality and your circumstances, and once you start living more intuitively, I feel like a path will open up for you, which will make you feel like you have now gained your freedom. But what I need you to know is that you are already free. You just have to allow yourself to feel that freedom. And once you allow yourself to access a certain emotion, the law of attraction will bring you more such circumstances that will allow you to feel that emotion more and more amplified. All right, so pile 3, I feel like that was your reading. And there's another thing. So this is the third pile. This is pile 3. And over here you have 33. So I feel like you are being guided in the right direction, and whatever path it is that you have taken right now, whatever way it is that you are being led down, is the right path for you. And I feel like you are living in alignment. So if you are worried about things not working out for you, then you are being told that that is not something you need to concern yourself with for very long. All right, so pile 3, if the reading resonated, leave me a comment and let me know. And thank you very much for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel for more such videos. All right, bye bye.